Arihi Om Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shrunvan Rama Katha Nadam Konayati Parangatim Vaidehi Sahitam Suradhrumatale Haime Mahamantape Madhye Pushpakamasane Manimaye Virasane Sustitam Agre Vachayati Prapanjana Sute Tattvam Unibhyah Param Vyakyantam Baradadibihi Parivritam Ramam Bhaje Syamalam. Namassabhaye. रामायण लेक्चर सीरीज में आज तो 21st दिन वी आर इन दी धर्म कांड या अयोध्या कांड में है. वी आर लुकिंग एट रामायण एज आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग. ये रामायण से हम जीवन के लिए क्या सीख सकता है, इसका आधार पर वी आर प्रोग्रेसिंग इन दी राम कथा. राम कथा में अयोध्या कांड में वी आर इन द इम्पॉर्टेंट पोर्शन ऑफ दिस अयोध्या कांड. सो पूर्व कथा संग्रहश्च. दशरथ ने based on democratic values, even though he is a chakravarti, based on democratic values selected Rama to succeed him as heir apparent, Yuvaraj. So then this news has not been told to Rama. So what is the importance of this portion of Dharma Kanda athava Ayodhya Kanda? Life is always with many unexpectations. जीवन तो जीवन में कुछ समय में ये जीवन हमारे हाथ में नहीं आती है. So we will not be able to control life in the hand. So, and then this is because people are not very confident. People are not very having dhrida buddhi. People are not able to control things that are both within the control, their control, and outside their control. This is the important aspect of life learning lesson from this portion of Ayodhya Kanda. So, Chala hi praninam matihi Dasaratha. We are going to see the Gita given by Dasaratha, although we don't name it as a Dasaratha Gita, but there are 4 slokas Dasaratha recites to Rama. Or in other words, there are 4 slokas in today's lecture which Dasaratha gives good instruction, which has to be imbibed in one's heart. There he says, Chalahi praninam matihi. That means our mind is wavering. We are not able to control our senses. Chala, chalti hai. Hamara man to sabhi samay chalti hai. It is not within our hand. Chalahi praninam matihi. Beautiful instructions given to Rama while he is going to be crowned as Prince, Yuvaraja. So we call it as Dasaratha Gita. So there are many Gitas. Rama Gita भी आता है. भारत को रामा कुछ इंस्ट्रक्शन देता है, उसको प्रसिद्ध कहते हैं राम गीता और उद्धव गीता और भगवान का गीता कृष्ण गीता. हम इधर तो दशरथ का गीता देखेंगे. तेषाम अंजलि पद्मानि प्रहृतानि सर्वशः प्रतिगृह्यम अब्रवीत राजा तेभ्यः प्रियहितं वचः. So we start with Mangala Shabdam Takarah. Takarah Saukyadhayakah. So Dasaratha proposed that he is going to make Rama to be the prince. Then there were a lot of debates by other kings, debate amongst kings, debate amongst people who are living in the cities, people who are living in the villages, and between ministers, and everybody wanted Rama to be the crown prince. Icha mohi mahabahum raghuviram mahabalam gajena mahatayantam ramam satrahavrutananam. People said, today itself, immediately, we want to see Rama coming in the Hathi. So we want to see Rama to be crowned as a princess. We want to see Rama to be seen under the Chhatri, that Sweta Chhatri, white umbrella. Those are all symbolics of power. Then all the people, then Dasaratha kept on asking the people in that parishad, in that group, what do you say? And everybody unanimously agreed that Rama should be made as the next king or crown prince, first because of his guna, not because of his valor alone. It is because of Sausilya, Saulabhya gunam, Sausilyam. So very easy to mix with people. Saulabhyam means very simple. There are no potato. He doesn't dress splashingly, he doesn't bombastically boost his valor, nothing like that. So Saulabhya, Sausilya Gunasampannam. So everybody said, Tesham Anjali Padnani Prigritani Sarvashah Pratigrihya Abravit Raja. Everybody were in Anjali and said, Hey Dasarath, make Rama to be our crown prince. Tebhyaha Priyahitam Vachah. Once these people spoke, Dasaratha started speaking. Aho asmi parama pritaha prabhavascha atulo mama yanme jeshtam priyam putram yavarajyastamichhata. There are two things we are going to see. How Dasaratha is handling this situation. Because it's very diplomatic. Although he is a father, but he is a Chakravarti. So he should first show that he is unbiased and he is a Chakravarti. So in this Sarga, Valmiki portrays Dasaratha to be first as the Raja, to take care of the welfare of the people. Then, out of Putra Vatsalyam, he calls Rama second time. That's a beauty. In one Sarga itself, Dasaratha first calls Rama to the Rajya Sabha and then tells that you are going to be crowned as the prince. Then he let Rama go. Then, within few minutes, he again asks his minister Sumantra to go and fetch Rama again. There, he is very concerned. Even though I'm going to anoint you tomorrow on the Pushya Nakshatra as the crown prince, as a father, I am deeply worried. So there is a balance between Raja Dharma and Pita Dharma. So Valmiki beautifully portrays it, and we will try to finish this today. Aho asmi parama pritaha prabhavascha atulo mama. You are my beloved son. Aho, it is bhagyam for me that all the people are agreeing you to be the next prince. So what is the art of lesson? So how to handle the situations? For example, if somebody is a chief minister of a state, although there are pressures from his family side to make sure his family is taken care, first and foremost priority of an elected leader or a Raja is to take care of the welfare of the people. That is what Valmiki is portraying. And also Valmiki says, if we have decided to do a duty based on deep discussion, once you have decided, do not waste time, because we never know how minds of the people will change. Chalahi praninam matihi. That is the crust of today's lecture is, we are fickle-minded. Men can change, women can change their mind. उलट पलट हो सकती है. इसीलिए once you make a decision, but दीर्घ दृष्टि से decision करना चाहिए. Once you make a decision, you have to execute it without vilambam, without taking time. It has to be executed, because chalahi praninam mati. Beautiful phrase. It's all hidden gems in Ramayana. Then he says, Aho asmi paramaprita. What you have said, you people, what you have said is paramaprita. Paramapritihi to me, and I am the most prabhava, I am the most happiest man. There is nobody who can equal to me in the happiness. Now, Yanme Jeshtam Priyam Putram, he is the eldest son. Yanme Jeshtam Priyam Putram, Yavarajyasya Michhata. So you also said, that is also I am feeling. Then comes the execution part, because the decision has been made. Dasaratha is going to show that he is a Chakravarti, he is going to act on it quickly. Then what he says, this month itself, it doesn't take 6 months to do the coronation. It doesn't take 1 month to do the coronation. Immediately, Chaitra Sriman Ayam Masaha Punyaha Pushpita Kananaha Yavarajya Ramasya Sarvameva Upakalpyatam. Beautiful. Chaitra Sriman. This month is April, Chitra Mas, Chaitra Mas. This is the beautiful Mas because it is a spring season. All the orchids are blossoming. Trees are all blossoming. fruits are all there. Chaitra Sriman. So it is wealth everywhere. That is the reason Chitra month. Chaitra month is called as Sriman. Chaitra Sriman Ayam Masaha Punyaha Pushpitakanana. Entire forest is all flowering with lot of buds and lot of fruits and lot of flowers. Yavarajyaya Ramasya Sarvameva Upakalpyatam. Whatever it has to be done, Sarvamevam Upakalpyatam. Let us do things Upakalpyatam. Let us bring things and do things quickly. Rajnastu Parate Vakye Janagosho Maha. Once Raja was saying, in this month itself we'll do the coronation. They didn't even wait for Dasaratha to finish, because they were so excited. Rajnastu Uparate Vakye. Even before Dasaratha finished the good words, Vacham Kalyanim Hridayaharinim. This was like to them, Hladayan. It was so happy. They were rejoiced. Rajnastu Parate Vakye Janagosho Mahanabhut. Everybody were saying, thumping their desk and saying, yes, yes. Tata Sumantram Dyutiman Raja Vachanam. Then he is acting quickly. Everything today he makes the decision, and tomorrow the coronation is going to happen. So he immediately sends his trusted minister Sumantra. Tataha afterwards, Sumantram Dyutiman Raja. Because Dasaratha is given the adjective Dyutiman, because he knows Alasyam Visham. If you delay, it is Vishase Saman hai. Tata Sumantram Dyutiman Raja Vachanam Abraviti Ramaha Kritatma Bhavata Shigram Aniyatamiti. So two adjectives Valmiki says. When he talks about Dasaratha, he says he is having astute mind. Dyutiman Raja. Whereas when it comes to Rama, he says Kritatma Rama. That means Kritatma means Punyavan. He will only do what is dharma. That is we are going to see. So this is Raja exhibits what he has to do with astuteness. Whereas Ramaha Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Rama is a dutiful son, so he will only do what is the duty for a son. That's why Valmiki says, Ramaha Kritatma Bhavatam Shigramani Yatamiti. Go get him quickly. Because Rama did not know this. Only the Parishad, only the people who were in that room, that included people from village, that included his Amantriyaha, that included his ministers, that included people from Puri, people from Ayodhya city. Only those people, so they are guarding that information very carefully. Only Dasaratha should relay that to Rama. So he sends his trusted minister. Tataha Sumantram Dyutiman Raja Vachanam Abravit Ramaha Kritatma Bhavata. You please, Shigram Anid. You go bring him, please. Then Rama comes. Gandharva Raja Pratimam Loke Vikyata Paurusham Dhirgabahum Mahasatvam Mattamadangagaminam Chandrakantananam Ramam Ativa Priyadarshanam Rupa Audharya Gunaihi Pumsaham Drishti Chitta Apaharinam Garba Garmabhitaptaha Parjanyam Hladayan Iva Prajaha Na Tatarpa Samayantam Pashyamano Naradipa. The Varnan of Rama, Saundarya Purusha. Gandharva Raja Pratimam, he is like Gandharva Raja. Gandharva Raja Pratimam, he is very well known. Loke Vikyata, he is a strong man. Paurusham, he is a Purusha. Dhirga Bahum, because he is a Kshatriya. So Kshatriyas are characterized by Dhirga Bahu. It's like a basketball player. You have to be 6 foot 7 foot. Same thing. Dhirga Bahum Mahasatvam Matta Madangaga. He comes, he enjoys in his living. That is very important. Ramayana or Sabhi Bhakt Grantha, it is not discarding life. Life has to be lived. Matta Madangaga, he is like a young elephant, bubbling. Chandrakantananam Ramam, his face is like Chandra, like Sharat Chandra. Chandrakantananam Ramam, and when you look at Rama, Ramayati iti Rama, Atita Priyadarshanam. People don't want to take their eyes away from Rama. Ramo Rama iti Prajanam Abhavan Katha. Everybody in that 11,000 years, every day they said Ram. Ramo iti prajanam abhavanukata. So what happens? Ativa priyadarshanam. Rupa audaryam. Don't only get mesmerized by his rupa. His guna audarya. Udhara gunam. Udhara charitanam tu vasudha eva kutumbam. Shastra says that. What is Shastra? Somebody asked the question here. Shashanati iti Shastra. Whatever is given to us as to duty to do, whether it can be through Vedas, it can be through Smritis, it can be through Itihasa Purana, it can be through Bhakti Grantha. All these are collectively called Shastra. Shashanati iti Shastra. There are different ways of expressing the Shastra. Prathama, Pramanam is Vedaha. Vitajnane iti Vedaha. Then Smarakam. Then the essence of Vedas are all imbibed by rishis, and then they write text. Those are known as Smritis. Veda is known as Shruti, and the other texts written by rishis, Yajnavalkya Smriti, Manu Smriti, Vasishta Smriti, Bodhayana Smriti. These are all the rishis writing it, that is known as Smriti. So Smritis are like Suhrit Samhita, Veda is like a Rajya Samhita, and then Bhakti Grantha, Itihasa Puranas are like Kanta Samhita. So whatever is said in Veda, they depict in terms of drama, in terms of kavya, so that people like you all can come and listen. Okay, so Rupa Udharya Gunaihi Pumsam Drishti Apaharinam Garmabhi Tapta Garmabhi Taptaha. It is so in a very hot summer, if the rain comes, how we people get rejoiced in that. Similarly, when the Raja made the decision and he is going to announce to the public that tomorrow is going to be the big day, then it was like people enjoying the cold rain in a hot summer. Then people, once Rama started coming, they were not satisfied by mere looks of him. Na tatarpa samayantam pashyamano naradipa. Dasaratha and everybody were looking at Rama, Rama, Rama. They were not satisfied by mere looks. Sapranjalihi Abhipretya pranataha piturantike namaswam sravayan ramo vavande charano pitu. So Rama tomorrow is going to be Yuvaraja, but you see his behavior. Immediately when he saw his father, he started doing Anjali. Sapranjalihi abhipretya pranataha piturantike. He did Anjali and started coming all the way Piturantike, near the father, and then he fell at his feet and then says, I am at your service. Namaswam, I am at your service. Rama has come. That is the behavior in those days. Namaswam sravayan ramo vavande sharanau pitu. When he fell at his feet, oh Tata, hey Pap, I have come because you have ordered me to come. Tam drishtva pranatam parshve kritanjali putam nripaha grihyanjalau samashkrisya saswaje priyamatmajam. Beautiful. Then he saw this guy is not only good looking man, he has so much manners. Then Dasaratha couldn't control. He just hugged him. Tam drishtva pranatam parshve. Rama was near him. He just called him and hugged him. Grihyanjalau samashkrishya sasvaje. Parisasvaje means alinganam karma. Sasvaje, parisasvaje, priyamatmajam. So his rupa, guna, all were mesmerizing. So he hugged him. Tada sanavaram prapya, tada asanavaram prapya. So then he says, hey Rama, tomorrow you're going to do my job, so come and take the seat. Tata asanavaram, very good asana. He put a nice asana, chair for Rama, and then Vyapadipayata Raga. Once he sat, he was like a Indra, celestial, among celestial people. Vyapadipayata Raghava, he was shining. Swaya eva prabhaya, how was he? Like in Himalayan mountain, the sun was coming in a beautiful morning. Rama's face was shining. Swaya eva prabhaya, in the morning, Ushatkal me, meru udaye merum udaye vimalo ravihi. No blemish. The sun is clear, reddish orange sun. Vimalo ravihi merum, meru madhye. It is like in the Himalayan, these are all upamas. Kalidasa in every sloka will give upama. But Valmiki is Adikavi, Bhakti Kavi. He won't give upamas in every sloka, but wherever he gives it is very apt. So Rama's face was shining. How was it shining? As if the sun was coming on the hills of Meru, Himalayas. He was Tejomaya. Tena vibrajata tatra sa sabhabi vyarochati vimalagrahana nakshatra sharadi dyauhu induna. So what is it? In Sharad Kal mein, so people say Rama, oh, he is shining like a sun. But you say he is a Saundarya, so he is shining like a sun, but his guna is Atita Priyadarshanam. Then Valmiki in the next sloka says, it's like Sharat Kal mein, Sharat Purnima mein, with all the celestial nakshatras, Vimala Graha, Vimala Graha Nakshatra, with all the celestial group of nakshatra, Sharadi Dyauhu Induna, in the sky, Dyauhu Induna Sharadi, Sharadi Induna Hiva. It was like a Sharad Kal mein Chandra Jaisa, because in the Sarad season where we are now, moon comes very close to the earth. So we are able to see the full moon nicely. That's why the moon is so, it gives the coolness. In Sharad Kal mein, why you get the cool? Because the arrangement of moon is very close to earth. Vimala Graha Nakshatra Sharadi. Sharadi means Sharad. Sharadi Dyauhu Iva Induna Tam Pashyamano Nripati Sutosha Priyamatmajam Alankritam Iva Atmanam Adarshatala Samstitam. Then he says, look, he has the valor, so he is given an example of a sun. He is this Saundaryam, so he is given an example of moon. But look at him, he is a mirror image of me. Pita putrena pitriman yoni yono. Veda says, Atmanam iva. What is son or daughter? They are nothing but you. They are nothing but you. They are offspring. So, Valmiki says that Dasaratha thought that this guy is like me. He is me. So there is no difference between me. So people were enjoying. Then he says, Uvacha idam vacho raja devendram Kashyapa. Like Kashyapa was giving instruction to Indra, Dasaratha started talking to Rama. So three upamana Valmiki gives. Uvacha idam vachaha raja devendram iva Kashyapa. Jeshtayam asime patnyam sadrishyam sadrishaha sutaha. Why have I selected you? By law, in those days, the first queen of Raja, if that queen begets a capable son, that's very important. If the queen doesn't beget a capable son, the Raja can even go and get an ordinary praja to rule. But what he says, Jeshtayam asi, you are Jeshtayam. Who is you? Jeshtayam asi me patnyam. You are the son of my Jeshta Patni Kausalya. 1 point. Sadrishyam sadrisha sudaha. Like her. So like her, like your mother, you are too good. So, Jeshtyam asi me patnyam sadrishyam sadrishaha sutaha. Like mother, like son. Sadrishaha sadrisha sutaha. So, Utpannastvam gunasreshto. She had done her best. Right? It is not only giving birth. You have to also raise them well. Many mata either ne kiya. So likewise, so Ranjani has raised Kumaran nicely, like that. Uspannastvam gunasreshtaha mama ramatmaja priyaha. You are my best son because of your guna. Utpannastvam gunasreshta mama ramatmaja. Atmaja means my offspring. So, mama rama atmaja priyaha yatastvaya prajaschemaha. People also want you. Swagunaihi anuranjita. Not only I am mesmerized by your guna, prajaha swagunaihi anuranjita. They are mesmerized, anuranjita. They are very happy. Tasmat swam pushya yogena. This is the first twist in Ramayana. Without Rama's coronation, Mantara would not come. Without Mantara, Rama would not go to forest. If Rama did not go to forest, Ravana would not come. If Ravana did not come and take away Ma Sita, there is no Ramayana. So the first twist begins tomorrow. Tasmat tvam pushya yogena yavarajyam avapnuhi. Tomorrow is Pushya Nakshatra. Tomorrow, Yogya. So, Pushya Nakshatra comes tomorrow. Tasmat svam Pushya Yogena Yavarajyam avapnuhi. You will get your Yuvaraja Patta. On why he chose Pushya Nakshatra? Because Pushya Nakshatra's Atidevata, according to Veda, is Guru, Brihaspati. Like Brihaspati is the Jnana ke Bandar, Jnana ke Data is Brihaspati. So, the Dasaratha selected Pushya Nakshatra. Brihaspati prataman jayamanaha tishyam nakshatram abhisambabhuva sreshto devanam prutana sujishnu disho nusarva abhayanno astu brihaspatihi. The god, the presiding god for Pushya Nakshatra, Pusa. In Tamil it is known as Pusa. In Sanskrit and Hindi mein Pushya Nakshatra. Pushya Nakshatra ka Atidevat to Brihaspatihi. Tishyav purastat udamadyato nah Brihaspatiirnah paripatu paschat. Hey Brihaspati, you take care of us. So when the Pushya Nakshatra, the star itself is begging Brihaspati. Hey Brihaspati, you are the Atidevata of me. So take care of those who are born in my day, in my nakshatra, or take care of those who are doing good things today. So, bho bhade tam dvesho abhayam krinutam suviryasya patayasyama. So the Veda itself cries to its Adidevata, that particular star Adidevata, Brihaspati, hey Brihaspati, take care of us, make good to us, make good things happen in your day. So, Dasaratha selected Pushya Nakshatra. Pushya Nakshatra ka Purva Nakshatra to Punarvasu. So, nobody does good things on their own birthday because we talked about it. On their own Janma Divas to Pura Din Dev ka Smaran mein hona chahiye. Isliye they didn't do it on Punarvasu. Punarvasu ke bhaat mein aata hai Pushya Nakshatra. So, they selected Pushya Nakshatra. Tasmat tvam Pushya yogena Yuvarajyam avapnuhi kamastvam prakrityaiva vinito gunavanasi. This is where 4 important slokas, which I call it as Dasaratha Gita, begins. Even though you are an embodiment of guna, even though you are an embodiment of dharma, it is out of my own interest. That is, see, Rama is, what is the age of Rama now? What is the age of Rama? 26. When Rama is going to Kanana, when Rama married, it was 14. Then he lived 12 years, Sukha Jivana in Ayodhya. So 14 plus 12 is 26. So Rama is 26. So he has become an adult. So even though Dasaratha is a king, he cannot dictate. So what he says, Kamastvam prakrityaiva vinito gunavanasi. He is mollycoddling him. He is telling Rama, I know you are, by nature, innately you are a good man. Prakrityaiva vinitaha. You are an obedient person by nature. But it is out of my interest, kamaha, mama kamaha, out of my own interest. Gunavatyapi. Although you know everything, although you are a good man, but as a friend, this is what even Ranjani told me. When you are raising a kid, don't just be forceful. You got to adapt. Right? And Gayatri Seshadri Tirumala also says in Tamil, just play the game. Just give them something like stick and a carrot. Similarly, this came from where? Dasaratha does this. Gunatvatya pitu snehat. Consider me as your friend. Hey putra, snehat. I'm not your father. Don't consider me as a father. Snehat putra. I'm only talking to you as a discussion among friends. See how able Valmiki is. Gunavatyapitu snehat putra vakshyami tehitam. As a friend, putra, snehita iva. I am talking to Gita Bhavan. This is exactly what you people have done all along. Right? So, gunavatyapitu snehat putra. As a friend, vakshyami te hitam. I'm going to tell you for your good. So, this is where 4 slokas Dasaratha says. What? Bhuyo vinayamastaya bhava. Always be simple. Always be down to earth. Bhuyo vinayatam asta. Always be simple. Always be obedient. Bhuyo vinayatam astaya bhava nityam jitendriya. Then control your senses. Bhuyo vinayam astaya bhava nityam jitendriya kama krodha samuttani tyajeta vyasanani cha. Once you are able to be subdued, once you are able to control your senses, all the problems that arise because of kama and krodha will not come to you. It will leave away. Tyajeta kama krodha samuttani. The reasons for kama and krodha will go away. So that is first Parokshaya vartamano vritya pratyakshaya tata amatya prabritihi sarva prakritischa anuranjaya. Your deeds. Once you have controlled your senses, then you have to do deeds. Those deeds may be seen by others. Those deeds may not be seen by others. The deeds that are seen by others are giving dana, giving annadana, giving vastradana. So that is pratyaksha deeds. The deeds of you which will be seen by everybody. There are deeds which you don't want people to see. If somebody is sick, you don't tell everybody in public. You go to them silently and said, how are you doing? Is the doctor's diagnosis good? You need any help, let me know. So that is parokshya. So you cannot blast and you cannot use a loudspeaker and tell, hey, ex-wife is suffering from cancer. That is going to do more harm. See, all these 4 slokas. Parokshaya, those things you have to do. You have to show compassion, but do it quietly and silently. Parokshaya vartamano vritya. Your day-to-day deeds. Vartamana vritya. That is, daily duties should be both that can be seen by others and those that cannot be seen by others. Why? If you are giving annadana, that will motivate others to do annadana. Right? So if Geeta Bahan and his Sriman comes, everybody else, others come. They have been regulars here. So that motivates others to come. That everybody should be seen. Why I write that Ranjani Ramalingam did this, and there is somebody from called Anusuya Raman. Anusuya Kodanda Raman, all the way from Mansfield, Columbus, Ohio, is attending at 10 o'clock. Manage. Imagine, it is 9 o'clock for us on Saturday, but it is for them 10 o'clock in Eastern, but they still come. Those things have to be trumpeted. You see my point? So that will motivate others. So, parokshaya vartamanaha vritya pratyakshaya tata, both. So you have to exhibit good things by doing things which can be seen and known to others, and certain things which cannot be shown to us. Amatya prabritihi sarva, and also make always people happy. Prakritischa anuranjaya. Make it a habit, prakriti. Make it a nature to make others happy by making yourself suffer. You should suffer, but that suffering should not be translated to others. If you are suffering, if you are doing something which will benefit others, you have to do. Then he says, you are a Raja. In a dutiful way, dharmic way, enhance the exchequer of the kingdom. Koshta gara ayudagaraihi kritva sannichayan bahun. Also increase the defense capability. Koshtagara means exchequer. Bandar, dhanya bandar. Then ayudhagaraihi means defense capabilities. Enhance both the food and the food aspects and also the defense aspect. Tushta anurakta prakritiryaha palayati modinam. So make sure the people, tushta, they are santushta, they are happy. Once you are protecting them, they will be happy. Once they have enough food to eat, they will be happy. Tasya nandati mitrani labdva amrutamiva amaraha. If you do this, it will be for people like us, as if they have gotten the amrita. Like when devas get amrita, it is utmost wantedness of devas is amrita. So likewise, if you are able to do all this, people will be happy as if they have gotten amrita. Tasmat tvamapi cha atmanam niyam yaivam samachara. It is because of this I trust you and I am making you the Yavaraja. Tasmat tvamapi cha atmanam niyam yaivam samachara. You always make sure you follow this, and that is the reason I am telling you. These are 4 slokas given. See, that is what I said. In the same sarga, Valmiki will change. It will change the face of Dasaratha. All these he is telling in a badi sabha mein, सब लोग को रख कर Dasaratha bolte hain. So he is only doing as if he is picking a heir apparent on a democratic basis. So he is telling all this in public. Now, within few minutes or within 1 or 2 hours, he will call Rama silently to his room. Antapura mein usko bulakar, he will say, Rama, I know, but something is telling me it's not going to work. So now he will totally change his face to be a father. Vilap mein tadpti hui baap jaisa hoga. So beautiful sarga. So the first portion of this sarga, he is like a king, showing no emotion. In the second portion of the same sarga, he calls Rama one-on-one. It's like people say hard talk. So your boss calls you one-on-one and then gives you good earful and says hard talk, but then close the door. When they come out, they put smiling face as if nothing had happened in that closed door. Likewise, Dasaratha is going to tell all these of art. There he says, Praninam chala matihi. Beautiful phrase. Rama, because people are fickle-minded. He even worries whether if Bharata is here. Imagine, Bharata has gone to Matula Griham, Mama Gar. So he is not there, but he himself tells something I am not seeing good. So who knows, if Bharata comes, he may ask the Rajya. So that is, we will see that. So, Tat Shrutva Sukrudastasya Ramasya Priyakarina. In that Badi Sabha mein, Rama's friends were there. So once they heard, imagine, Saumitra, Sumitra, Kaikeyi would not know. First, Kausalya and Sumitra would know, then Sita would know. They didn't know what was happening. So the friends of Rama, Tat Sutva Sukrudastasya Ramasya Sukrutu. The friends of Rama, well-wishers of Rama, Tat Srutva Sukrudastasya Ramasya Priyakarina. They want to do good to Rama. Tvaritaha Shigram Abhyetya Kausalyayena Tvarita. Immediately they went patapat. Shigram Abhyetya. They just went. Kausalyayena Vedayan. And then they are going to tell the Mata that your son is going to be crowned as a crown prince tomorrow. They went running. Then what happens? Once Kausalya heard, he started doing puja. He didn't jump in joy. She immediately said, oh, this is your grace. Oh, Narayan, hey, Paramatman, it is because of you this is happening. Not for me, not for Dasaratha, but for the world. So what did she? She started giving gifts. Sa hiranyam cha gaschaiva ratnani vividani cha vyadidesha priyakyebhya kausalya pramadottama. This is beautiful here. So we know that in those days there is saying that Sanatana Dharma ko Sri ka itna ijjat nahi. Wo bakhwas hai. Sri ka itna ijjat hai. This is the sloka. That is what I have taken this sarga. The Sanatana Dharma mein Sri ka itna mahatva, Sri ka itna badiya se uska adhar. This is the sloka for that. So she didn't ask Dasaratha, where did she have money? Imagine, once she heard that Rama is going to be crowned tomorrow, that Kausalya, hiranyam cha gaschaiva ratnani vividani cha vyadidesha priyakyebhya. For those who gave the good news, Kausalya pramadottama. She started giving. So that's what. And where did she get the money? Because there are 6 ways in those days ladies had the control, self-control on money. This is very important. This is the thing Sanatana Dharma may we have to do prachar. Adyagnihi adyavahanikam dattam cha priti karmani. There are 6 ways Sris control money. Even today, Gar mein Sri only controls money. Right? Adyagnihi adyavahanikam dattam cha priti adyagni. When you are doing marriage, when you are getting married, people give money, gifts. So adyagnihi adyavahanikam. Then when people do bidai, well, baap or ma or mama or sabhi log, gaon ke log, when we are doing bidai, they give money. That is known as dattam. So when we are doing marriage, in the Vedika, in the podium, they give gifts. They say this belongs to girl. They specifically say this has to go to boy. So she inherits one portion. Second, when she is going away from ma gar se, going to their husband's house, then they take away something. Out of interest, brother gives something, father gives something, village walon gives something. That is known as dattam. They give away. 2 acre, 3 acre, jaisa. Then, along the way, people come, and when you are newly married, the entire gaon wala comes, and then they give some gifts. Preeti karmani, gifts. Then, Then when mother dies, father dies, even husband dies, or husband living in whatever way, matuhu, mother's wealth gets inherited. Bratuhu, brother's wealth gets inherited. Pituhu, father's wealth gets inherited. This is also there. We say in those days, Indian women don't inherit money. It was there. Then it changed. Bratruhu, matruhu, pituhu, praptam. You get money from father, you get money from brothers, you get money from father. So that are three ways. So, praptam shadvidam stridhanam smritam. So, Sris have this much power. And it is only in Sanatana Dharma, Sris were respected like anything. They say, yatra naryastu pujyate, tatra ramate sarva devataha. Look at Lata. Where the ladies are respected, you could see Devata Sannidhyam. Yatra naryastu pujyate, tatra ramate sarva devataha. So that is Sanatana. This Sarga, look at it. How Valmiki, but he tells it as a story. If I tell this Vakya, Adyagnihi, Adyavahanikam, Dattam Chap, Priti Karmani, Matuhu, Bratuhu, Pituhu, Praptam, Shadvidam, Sridhanam, Smritam. It's like sloka. But then he says, Kausalya gifted. That is what itihasa. Sa hiranyam chagas chaiva ratnani vividani ratnani cha. Vyadi desha priyakyebhyaha kausalya pramadottama. So that's what it is. Ata abhivadya rajanam ratamaruhya raghava. Once, that's all it is. No unnecessary dilly-dallying. So Dasaratha said, the news went to Kausalya. Then Rama he just wanted to leave father, he just respected. Atha afterwards, abhivadya, rajanam abhivadya. Rama then made his obeisance to Dasaratha, then he took the ratham. Rathamaruhya raghava, yayau swam dhyutimat veshma. Janaugaihi pratipujita. Once this news spread, everybody were started showing petals on him. Janaugaihi pratipujita yayau. He went where? He straight went to his house. Dhyutimati Ramaha. Rama was blossoming like Divakara, like Surya. Swayam Veshma. In his house he went. Te chapi paura nripater vachaha. Tat srutva tada labham ishtamashushu. See, once this news was spread, already Ayodhya had good people. They immediately went to their house deities. Narendra Amantya Grihani Gatva. They just took leave of Raja. Narendra Amantriya. Because they were also wanting to do good. We don't know. This is a good thing happening to the world. We don't know what bad things will help. So immediately what they did, they rushed to their homes, taking leave of Dasaratha. Devani Samanarchuhu Ati Pragrishta. They immediately went and did puja in their Devani. Saman Archuhu Ati Pragrishta. Immediately they didn't drink, they didn't dance. They went to their homes, then they started praying in their home puja griha me. Devani Samana Archuhu Ati Pragrishta. With so much bhakti, with so much love to God, they started doing puja. May this thing come true. So that is the twist is going to happen. So they knew maybe. Gateshu ata nipo bhuyaha paureshu sahamantribhi. Then Dasaratha again talks to the mantri. He again talks to mantri. Am I doing the correct thing? Once Rama left, Gateshu ata nipo bhuyaha. Bhuya means fir. Paureshu sahamantribhi. All the people. Paureshu means the people of the Puri. The Ayodhya वासियों और उसका मंत्री के साथ फिर he just started doing discussion. Mantra yuktva tataschakre nischayajnasya nischayam. He wanted to make it concrete that this is going to happen tomorrow. So he is giving them order. Swa eva pushyo bhavita swa abhisheshyastu me sutaha. He says tomorrow is going to be pushya. We have to crown Rama definitely tomorrow. Ramasya bhavanam Ramo Rajiva Tamraksho. Then he says Rama is a Rajiva Lochana. His eyes are like lotus. His eyes are like Ramaha Rajiva Lochana. O Rajivaksha. O Rajivaksha. Tyagaraji in Arabhirag says Rama is like Rajivaksha. Kamala Nayan. Ram to Kamala Nayan hai. So Ramaha Rajiva Tamraksha. Tamra means copper. It's red. So Rama's eye is like red lotus. Yuvarajya iti Prabhu. He is going to rule the world as Yuvarajya. Who? Rama, who is having beautiful lotus eyes. Ramo Rajiva Tamrakshaha Yuvarajya iti Prabhu. So there ends the story. So everything, so people started going away and doing the things, and they started doing like you all do, no, Deepak Kaka does all this. Like this, for this, they all started doing decoration that night. So pratigrihya satadvakyam sutaha punarupaya yau. Then this is what I said. First act is over. First act of crowning, making arrangements for crowning Rama is over. Something is bothering Dasaratha. That's where dramatic twist comes. Pratigrihya satadvakyam sutaha punarupaya yau. He calls Sumantra again. Punaha yayau, you come. Ramasya bhavanam shik. It is just now Rama heard the news that he is going to be anointed tomorrow. He would have gone to his house, Valmiki says. Then something bothered Dasaratha. When all these people were making pompous arrangement, something hurts him. So he again tells, hey Sumantra, go again to my son's place, call him. Call him quickly. Ramasya bhavanam shigram ramam anayitum punaha. You go and ask him to come again. Ramaha anayitum punaha. Dvastaira veditam tasya ramaya agamanam punaha. Then the door, he just ran, rushed. This Sumantra rushed, and the doorkeepers immediately went and told Rama, again Sumantra is waiting. Shrutvaiva chapi ramastam praptam shankan vitoba. He is 26-year-old. Right now my father said, I am going to be crown prince. Why is he calling again? So there was some shanka, there was some hesitation, sir. There was something for Rama as well. This is an emotional picture between Dasaratha and Rama. Praveshya chainam tvaritam Ramo vachanam abravit yatagamanam krityam te bhuyastad bhruya. You tell me without hiding anything, what is the reason my father sent you? Tamu vacha tata suto raja tvam drishtumichasi. Raja wants to see you again. Raja tvam drishtumichasi. Shrutva pramanamatram pramanamatratvam gamana gamanam itarayava. But this mantri is subordinate to Rama. So he is not telling you have to come. Raja wants to see you. How diplomatically Valmiki puts it. It is up to you. See, Sritva pramanamatra tvam gamanaya itarayava. Whether you want to go or itara, you don't want to go, it's up to you. But Raja wants to see you. That means how diplomatically he is telling. That is beauty. So he says, Rama, you should come. He didn't say. Raja wants to see you. It is up to you whether you are going to come or not. And then he was standing with his Anjali. Iti suta vacha sritva ramo atatvarayanvita. It's understood. What is Rama? Rama is already given an adjective as Kritatma. You have to connect all this. That's how you read Itihasa. Word, pada me madur hai. So, iti suta vacha suta means mantri, horseman. Iti suta vacha sritva ramo atatvarayanvita prayayau raja bhavanam punardrishtam nare. Immediately he also went. Tam sritva samuna praptum ramam Dasaratho. He just again saw Rama. Praveshayama sagiham vivakshuhu priyamuttamam. Ram, let's come. He puts his hand on his shoulder. Rama, let's go inside. It's like boss taking the subordinate. Okay, close the door. Come on, sit. How was your day? What it is? Gita ben laughing. So, tam sritva samanupraptam anupraptam. When Rama is, I should recognize Gita ben, regular attendee. That is janaha janardhana bhavaha. You have to give praise to people who do things. So that is my way of telling. Tam sritva sama anupraptam ramam Dasaratho nripaha praveshayamasa griham vivakshuhu priyam. Vivakshu means let us talk. Come on, let's have a chat. pravishannepacha Sriman Raghavo Bhavanam Pitu. So Sriman. Why is Sriman? Because so far he is going to inherit Dasaratha's seat until then. So that's what Valmiki, this Sriman will palat hoga. Kal to iska to palat hua. Palat hoga. Today he is Sriman. Tomorrow he is not Sriman because he is going to be a bhikari. Kanan mein wo jayenga. So that's why the word Valmiki raised, Pravishannepa cha Sriman Raghavaha Bhavanam Pitu. When he entered the father's griha on that day, on Punarvasu Nakshatra, he was a crown prince. On Pushya Nakshatra, he is being asked to go to the Vana. So Valmiki also says, Sriman Raghavaha Dadarsha Pitaram Dhurat Pranipatya Krichanjalihi Pranamantam Samuttapya Tam Parishasvacha Bhumipaha Pradishya Chasmai Ruchiram Asanam Puna. Then again he wants, he has to ease the situation. He's not going to tell things, so they give water, do you want tea, do you want biscuit, like that. He says he again gives a seat. Okay, Ruchiram Asanam, beautiful Asanam, next to him. Come on, sit, come. So like that is Pradishya, he shows, Ram, sit, come. Pradishya, he shows a good seat. Chasmai Ruchiram Asanam Punarabravit. He gave that asanam in front of everybody. Now it's going to be one-on-one conversation. So, Anubhutani Cheshtani Maya Veera Sukanyapi. So, he was like a Pitu, Deva Rishihi. Then he says, Na kinchin ma kartavyam tavan yatra abhishechanat. I don't want to think anything. Rama, he says this, I am only your well-wisher, Anjani, The bank manager says, Ranjani, I am only your well-wisher. Similarly, he says, Na kinchinma kartavyam tava anyatra abhishechana. I only want to see you become crown prince. So, anyatra na chintayan. I don't want to think about anything. I want only your well things. Atho yutvaham bhu bruyam tanme tvam kartumarhasi. But I just want to tell you something that is bothering me. Adya prakritaya sarvastvam ichanti naradipam atastvam yuvarajanam abhisekshami putraka. People also want it, so I wanted to make sure that these things go without any problem. But something bothers me. There are three. So I asked a Josya. So this is what I said. Until the first part, he was like a Drida Chitta. He was like a Chakravarti. Now, he is talking like a father with lot of emotions. So he calls Rama one-on-one. Ram, I consulted a Josya. He says can you believe? Dasaratha Chakravarti is saying, there are three grihas, they are not going to do good to you. One is Surya, another one is Ankaraka, another one is Rahu. I consulted an astrologer. He says all these grihas are not in good position for you. See, I'm not telling. That's Valmiki's Vakya. That's what I said. How beautifully, dramatically Valmiki is taking. Because tomorrow, big drama is going to come with Mantara. So these are Purva Pitika. He's saying, can you believe a Dasaratha who is known to be a Raja Rishi? Deva Rishihi Pituhu. In the previous sloka, Valmiki says Rama met his father as if he is seeing a Deva Rishi. Will a Deva Rishi do like this? So he calls Devagyaha. Devagyaha means astrologer. He calls an astrologer and then the astrologer fans the fire. Oh, Surya is not in a best place. Rahu is not in a place with Rahu is going to come and grust. Rahu is come and going to bind you. The same word. Avashtabdam chame Rama nakshatram darunai grahai. Avashtabdam, it's going, all these three nakshatras are going to come and bond you. Avashtabdam, surround you. Avashtabdam chame Rama nakshatram darunai grahai. Avedayanti devagyaha. Avedayanti devagyaha. All those astrologers are saying, Vedayanti, they are telling as if it's a Veda. Avedayanti devagya Surya Ankara Rahubihi. Surya Ankara Rahubihi. Choose. Surya Ankaraka and Rahu, they are going to go and bite you. They are going to bind you. Prayena hi nimittam ani. Nimittam. This is some ashubh things I am seeing. Raja, this may even go to an extent that I may die. or there will be some catastrophe in the nation. Raja hi mrityum apnoti, ghoram va apadam mrichati. So this is where the actual story. Because of this Rama, I may die, or some apat may come to this nation. Tadyavadevat me chetah na vimunchanti raghava. But still I don't want to let this go. Tavadeva abhishinchasva chalahi praninam matihi. Let it go. This is the beautiful phrase. Chalahi praninam. I don't know what I will myself do. Chalahi praninam mati. People's mind will change. Peoples are fickle-minded. Peoples are wavering. Tadavati evati abhishanchastva chalahi praninam matihi. Adya chandro bhyupagataha pushyat purvam punarvasuhu. Purvam pushyat purvam punarvasuhu. But let this all happen. Let this Josiah say something. But if I not do it tomorrow, if I procrastinate, we don't know what my mind will do. We don't know what Bharata will do. We don't know what these people will do. Chalahi praninam mati. People's minds are always wavering and wandering. Chalahi praninam. That is Subhashitam from this sarga. So, tataf pushya abhishinchasva manastvaya manaha tvarayati vamam swaha. Tomorrow itself, let us get this done. Let us execute it tomorrow. So what you say? But even good people, Rama, understand. This is a beautiful part of Ramayana. Even good people, even good man like Bharata, who will never say anything against you, who will always follow you like shadow. We don't know what the vidhi, what the purva karma will do to people. Kintu chittam manushyanam anityamiti mematihi. Beautiful phrase. What he says, satam cha dharma nityanam krita shobhicha raghava. Satam, good people, I understand. Satam, good people, those people who abide by dharma. Satam cha dharma nityanam krita shobhicha. Those who are sage-like people, those who live by dharma, they always want good things for people. Krita shobhihi. They always want good for people. But we don't know. Chalanam praninam mati. So, kintu chittam manushyanam anityamiti me matihi. But we don't know what people are thinking, what the mind will do tomorrow. Satam cha dharma nityanam krita shobhicha raghava. Kintu chittam manushyanam anityam iti me matihi. Beautiful. These have to be etched in golden words. So, we don't know. So, you just do the vrata. Pravishya cha atmano veshma ragnyo dishte abhishechane takshane cha nirgamya matuhu antahpuram yayo. Then, let's get this going. Whatever happens, whatever the Josiah says, because we don't know what I will do, we don't know what Bharata will do, we don't know what other people will do, because chalaha praninam matihi. Kintu chittam manushyanam anityamiti me matihi. Beautiful. So let's get this done. Subhashya sikram. Then he goes to his mother's place. And what he says, if I get something, Mom, I won the prize. Rama did not say this. I am instructed by the father to take care of the people. Amba, he is so dutiful. Ema, like that. Amba pitra niyiktosmi. Father has ordered me. Prajapalana karmani. He is not telling I am going to be crowned as a crown prince tomorrow. ये एक श्लोका इतना गंभीर है. सो अंबा पित्रा नियुक्तोस्मि प्रजापालक कर्मणि भविता स्व अभिषेको में यथामि शासनम. Tomorrow is the day he had fixed. Yathami शासनम पितुः. So he has asked me to do upavasa today, and along with Sita I will be doing upavasa. So then comes the next day of Pushya Nakshatra. Things are going to go so dramatic. Mantara sees this. So in some other place in the city, people have already started ornamenting the houses, cleaning the street. Then Mantara was standing in the upper portion of her palace and saw what's going on. So all these happened on Punarvasu Nakshatra. The next day comes Pushya Nakshatra. That's where the actual dramatic entry of Mantara comes. Who is Mantara? Itaha tataha jataha iti Mantara. Udali. There's a beautiful Vyakyana Karta called Udali. He's the only one, Kubja. So Mantara means hunch. So in Sanskrit, hunch ka to Kubja karta hai. Kubja. Kugu. Ku mane not good. Jataha. She was not born in a good place. Itaha tataha jataha iti Kubja. Beautiful. So this Mantara came from somewhere. She is not even from Kaikeyi Raja. She came from yonder. And then he fell upon Kaikeyi Raja's place and started doing the work for Kaikeyi Raja. And then she raised Kaikeyi. So itaha tataha jataha iti Kubja. So the dramatic act will begin tomorrow. So this is what it is. So even one Chana, Dasaratha thinks maybe Bharat also will change. But Bharata did not change. It is Mantara who changed Kaikeyi's mind. That is also for good. Otherwise, Ravan would not be killed. So it is always for good. Everything you have to look it in the positive side. That's Valmiki Ramayana. Pavamana sututu pattu padara vindamulaku ninama rupamulaku nitya Jaya Mangalam. Mangalam Kosalendraya Maganiya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Sanmangalani Santu.